Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. They'll run on first down. Landry, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Landry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Right there, 56. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check. Run.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Jack with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out. Shoot up.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, Jackson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On third down, Jackson. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
56. Mike's 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
On first down, Lucas. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the edge. Squeeze.
On 2nd down, it's Lucas. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Go, go, go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. 51 to Mike, boys. 51. I'm coming, boys. Set. Boom. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll run on 1st down. Landry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And the Browns' 1st down.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. 6-0 our score after 1. On 1st down, Landry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Real. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry! 56. Mike, 56. Right. King!
Mayfield with it once more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. He's coming. Point it right.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross. His first touchdown of the new season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
I'm coming after you. Set up. No, check that. Boom. 52 right here. 52. Let's go. Hey, Mike 52. You must be getting it.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll run on first down. Landry, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
56 is the mark. All day.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Mayfield, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Alert, 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 alert. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, watch the slip move. Up, 56, Mike, 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield dancing to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 39.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. This is fielded at the goal line. Fights him off, and his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lucas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Come on, baby. Bang, bang, bang.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 49 yards.
At the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 57. Bring it. Bring it. 57. Mike 57. Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
3 buzz. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. 66, bullet, high.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Come on, set. It's a game. I don't think you got it, sir. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Jackson now on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Back. Hey, alert 33.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 56. Here we go, let's bring it. Hey, exit. Let's bring it.
Mayfield off the play fake. Going deep downfield for Ross. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lucas. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Five two is the mic. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Here we go. Hurry, hurry. Mike 56, Mike.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Alert, 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 alert. Check 56. Run, run, run. Watch the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Mayfield now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60% at its 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 1st down, Lucas. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Bring it, ready, go. 51, Mike, 51. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Ball trot.
Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
King. All day, punt. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Come on, D.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check the hot lead. Check the
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Oliver. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Mike's 57.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Point it right. 56 is the mic. Watch the screen. Hurry. Watch the screen. Mike 56. Mike 57.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Switch. Motion to the backfield. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming. Pistol. 56.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. Point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, orbit.
Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Miles Jack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Regular. Hey, check. Slam. Watch out.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lucas. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
You can't block me.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lucas looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Rush in. Check. Switch. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Jacksonville, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.